Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, man, it's me, Chris That Square Podcast. Let me know this is a wireless mic, so let me know if this is working, if it's turned on or anything like that. So that way, if I'm being too loud, I apologize. I apologize. I'm trying to make this do what it do. Say it's a wireless mic, so I hope you guys can hear me. If not, then I'll just speak clearly like this throughout the whole little video. Then whatever, I guess. Uh, I didn't even see this video sponsored today by Extra, because I'm Extra. Yeah, whatever. Get that out the way. I'm messing with you, they're not paying me. All right, guys. Hey, week one is in the books. Winners and losers from week one. I know I am super late on reactions, and I'm gonna do that because I work a real job. I'm not like those average YouTubers that have the ability to, do this every day. I don't. So I'm working on that so I can do that and be on time and be more important with you. However, real life, week one is done. It's in the books. I think the best performing team is between, of course, the Cowboys, the 49ers, and believe it or not, I think the Los Angeles Rams did pretty good too as well. I know a lot of you are probably saying, why the Rams? Because they had nobody on their roster that we thought were going to do anything this year, and they actually went out and they beat the not the divisional champs, I should say, but they were runner-ups. They did pretty good last year for them to be in a down year, the Seahawks. But I will say this, best defensive performance, and if you guys did vote on my YouTube channel, a lot of you guys voted the Cowboys' best defensive performance. For me, it was the 49ers, but you guys chose, so of course Cowboys did, putting up what I think is 44 on the Giants, Little Giants, I should say. Yeah, not so good in New York. They'll probably rearrange some things, fix some things, change some things up, and they should, as they should. Now, going into this, let's talk about some stuff. Reactions from week one, and of course tonight, Thursday night football game. We'll get into that, and then we'll get into the predictions, and then we'll do some college football and a little bit of FanDuel. So first things first, week one reactions. Texans, Ravens. I'm a Texans fan. I don't think Stroud looked bad, but I will say that they got the handicap game. Of course, the Ravens all got injured throughout the game. Score could have been way worse. J.K. Dobbins out for the season, of course. Aaron Rodgers also out for the season in the Bills game. By the way, Jets defense is for real. Very good. I did mention them in there as well. Bills, they can't. I don't know what the Bills are doing. They can't run the ball. Josh Allen's overthrowing. I don't know what's going on. It's not the same Josh Allen that we had before. Next up, with that being said, we also had the Patriots-Eagles game, which was way closer than what I expected, right? I expected the Patriots to get murdered by the Eagles due to bad weather and all that. A couple of mistakes here and there. Mac Jones actually doesn't look horrible. Was he the best quarterback in his draft? No, obviously not. But realistically speaking, I think that Mizzy Mac did pretty good. Jalen Hurts like Jalen Hurts. The Eagles like the Eagles. They look like, obviously they're 2-0. We'll get into that game too as well. But you know how it is. Bengals, Browns, Deshaun Watson is back. I think Joe Burrow's going to get some more time with more reps with his first unit. They might not polish. They might go down 0-2 in the AFC North, turn up by week 3. 80-something yards passing. That's not going to cut it for Joe Burrow. Obviously, I think this week he's going to go out, play like a possessed man. Probably throw about 3 touchdowns. Just be ready for that. If you got him, FanDuel, highlight him. They're going against the Ravens this week. I do believe he'll go out there and he'll light it up. Next up was the Colts and Jags game. That game right there said a lot about the AFC South. Believe it or not, it was a team that's there versus a team that's trying to get where they are. And I think the Colts are trying to get where the Jags are because the Jags finally got it together and they got it all clicking. Trevor Lawrence is here. He is him. He is real. He is back and better than ever. So I don't think the Jags have anything to really worry about. They do got Kansas City, and we'll get into that prediction. But as for the Colts, they drafted their guy. Might not be a franchise quarterback because you got him running a lot, but I was a fan of AR coming out of the University of Florida. I do believe that he was the best quarterback in this draft coming out. That's just my statement, but nor here nor there. You know, it is what it is, but the Colts are in a good position right now. I know they're 0-1, and I'm not a Colts fan. I'm a Texans fan. But for what you guys have offensively, I think that you guys are clicking. You can build around Anthony Richardson. Titans Saints. I think the Saints played a horrible game. I think the Titans showed us who they really were. They're not the top dogs in the AFC South anymore. Just really poor performance by Tannehill. Great performance by Derrick Henry as always. He gonna do what he do. We all know who the real leader of the team is Derrick Henry. Saints. I think my boy Derek Carr could have went a little bit more overboard with the passes. Same thing, hitting up Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, making sure these guys get that nice sauce and the extra sauce. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. I gotta stop with that. I don't know what that was. But I just think these guys they are so talented offensively, and even when Alvin Kamara does come back, this team will be a force to be reckoned with in the NFC South. Raiders, Broncos, Gilligan hats, right? Broncos, right? Broncos country, let's ride. Actually, Russell didn't look bad. Neither did Jimmy G either. Jacoby Myers looked great for the Raiders too on top of that. I think the rematch in this season is going to be something worth watching. I think it's going to be very, very fun to watch. We already talked about the Eagles, Patriots, Rams, Seahawks, Chargers, Dolphins. High-scoring game, 2 potential playoff teams. I do believe that. Tua looked good. Herbert looked good. I think it was just whoever had the ball last in this game. Tyreek Hill can't be stopped, by the way. Neither can Keenan Allen, too. So let's just call a spade a spade. Whoever had it last won that game pretty much. But will not discredit Tua doing his thing and Tyreek Hill doing his thing as well. Packers, Bears. Let's give it up for Jordan Love, man. Whoa, shit. The mic. Yeah, I don't want to be loud. If this mic is on. If it's not, just let me know in the comments, guys. When I edit the video, it'll be too late and I'll be too tired to redo this again. But Jordan Love, man, Packers fans, you guys are like the most blessed franchise ever. Like, think about it. You guys got Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre. Now you got this new young guy, Jordan Love. I know it's the first game, but at least he did something that you guys all can respectfully love as Packer fans. He beat the Bears. He beat the Bears. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and then next up we got the Commanders, Cardinals, and then after that we got, of course, the Bucks and the Vikings and the Panthers and the Falcons. Commanders disappointed me. Defensively, they're there. Offensively, Eric Bieniemy, you got to show me something. Show me a reason why you should be a head coach. I expected a lot more from the Commanders offensively with Jahad Dotson, Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, or Terry McLaurin, however it wants to be called, and Samuels, of course, at receiver. Brian Robinson, I'm sorry. 2 different teams, right? Now I'm getting ahead of myself. Brian Robinson, and of course, having Gibson as well. 2 good running backs and catch out the backfield. I'm expecting him to throw it with Sam Howell. Like, I'm expecting him to go crazy. Only put up 20 points against a depleted Cardinals team who's probably going to be picking in the top 5 this year in football. But I flip to the other side, and I say this about the Cardinals. Good job. I'm impressed by the Cardinals, and I'm impressed by, of course, the Rams for how they played this past weekend. Next up is the Falcons and the Panthers divisional game. I anticipated the Falcons to win this game. Bryce Young didn't look bad. It looks like all the rookies, if you're going to look at it, to be honest with you, all of them are in bad situations, but Anthony Richardson has the highest upside versus, C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. That's kind of the luxury of going number 1, right? You got to go there with the bumps and the bruises. But the Falcons, man, Bijan Robinson, the rookie, looked good. Tyler Allinger looked good. Kyle Pitts, and of course, Drake London did not have a catch at all. But there's a guy named Hollins. I think it's Matt Hollins, I want to say. Good receiver. Nice receiver, actually. He's really a good possession kind of guy. But I like him. I like him a lot, personally. Bucks and Vikings. I expected the Vikings to win. They are 2-0 now, the Vikings, because I'm going to get into that game tonight. By the Eagles, I'm a little behind. Baker Mayfield looked good. Mike Evans looked like Mike Evans. Chris Godwin looked like Chris Godwin. What do you know? The Bucks defense also did their thing too. Vikings, on the other hand, let's go ahead and talk about it. With the 2 performances back-to-back in a row of Kirk Cousins, and in the game today against the Eagles, it looked like the Vikings beat themselves, not more like the Eagles beat the Vikings. But what do great teams do? They capitalize on the other team's mistakes, right? So the Eagles, obviously, they lost by less than 7, 6-point spread, 6 points. It's scary because if you give the Vikings more time, do they go down and they tie this game with the Eagles and go to overtime? I don't think so, but it's a possibility. It's a thought, right? And how explosive the offense can be for the Vikings with, Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, and I'm supposed to this Mason kid at running back, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, KJ Osborne as well. Why are we not, O'Connell is calling the plays for him. Why is he not lighting it up? He's waiting to the last 2 quarters to do something. Hey, I get it. You're playing against, the team that lost in the Super Bowl. They're 1-0. You guys are 0-1. It's a Thursday night game. It's a standalone game. I get it. People are watching. I don't understand. You got to get rid of Kirk Cousins. If I'm the Vikings, it's time to shop for a quarterback. This is the year to do it. Send Kirk Cousins on his way. Do what you got to do. Flip side of that, Eagles. Devontae Smith. Whenever he has a baby, make sure y'all pick him in y'all FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever. Betting wise, that man, he did a good job for his baby girl today. He played. Devontae Adams played, man. He's been playing. So that's what I'm going with. If I'm going any more FanDuel or fantasy points, you better have Devontae Adams. AJ Brown still did his thing too. Dallas Goedert finally caught a catch. What? And the Eagles defense looked like the Eagles defense. Get it? All right. So fly high Philly today. They did win. All right. Let's dive into the predictions for week 2. First things first, we got Ravens-Bengals. I got the Ravens winning this game for the simple fact that, one, I understand that both teams are depleted injury-wise, and one is chemistry-wise, all right? So I'd rather take the injury versus chemistry and injury. Joe Burrow's going to have a good game. Expect Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham, and Lamar, and, of course, Gus Hill, I believe, to all have a great performance. Next up, what I think is going to be the highest scoring game of that day on September 17th. Seahawks-Lions. I got the Lions winning this game. They're playing at Detroit in the Dome. Jared Goff goes off, give me 2 touchdowns. Jamar Gibbs gets a rushing touchdown. Of course, Geno, he puts up some stuff too as well. They ain't write me off, but I ain't right back though. Yeah, no, not this game, dog. Seahawks go 0-2. Texans, Colts. Of course, I'm a Texans fan. Finally, we get our first win out of the 5 wins that I predicted this season. It's got to come against the Colts. Because we in Houston, and we going to win. Next team. Bears and Bucks. All right, Bears and Bucks. I think the Bears finally get their first win of the season. DJ Moore gets some plays. Darnell Mooney goes out. But don't expect the Bucks not to go down without a fight. Chiefs and Jags. I think Andy Reid had them boys back in shape. If Kelsey does not play, which it looks like it's trending in a down arrow right now, I'm making this video Friday morning, so I do not know what the future holds. I'm making this video Friday morning, but I think the Chiefs go out there and they beat the Jags just for the simple fact I think they can do it. Jags, on the other hand, they got some good film on. Calvin Ridley was an animal this week. Whew. Man. Trevor Lawrence looked good. Travis Etienne looked good. I think they're all good offensively, but Chris Jones coming back going to disturb the middle of the line. It's going to probably be some problems. I don't think the Colts had enough pressure against Trevor Lawrence in that game, Colts versus Jags. So I think the Chiefs are going to put some pressure against Trevor Lawrence in this game. So I got the Chiefs winning this game. Packers, Falcons. Give me the Packers. I get it. Falcons played a JV game. Sorry, I live in the Atlanta area. I live in Tucker. I'm just not feeling it, bro. I think the Falcons lose this game. Desmond Ridder just has not showed me who he was. He's just not that kind of guy. Sorry. Bills, Raiders. This is a tough one because I want to see the Raiders win this game at Buffalo. But actually, no. You know what? Forget it. I'm going for it. Money line. Run it. Sorry if the mic's on. Run it. Give me the Raiders over the Bills. Why? Because the Bills can't run the ball. Name me 3 running backs on the Bills roster right now. Go. Exactly. I just got Damian Harris and ... Exactly. Josh Allen is their number 1 running back. I know you're probably going to say in the comments, dude, yeah, there's multiple running backs for the Bills. I get that. The moral of the story is that Josh Allen can't do everything on that offense. He has to get the ball to his skilled players, and that's what he needs to do. And if you only can put up a certain amount of points against the Jets, really? Come on now, bro. Come on now. And the Raiders, with Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, and now Jacoby Myers. Also, they have a guy named Lucas Musgrave as well, I believe. So, no, I'm sorry. Lucas Musgrave. Does he play for them? I think it's either Lucas Musgrave or I think it's Michael Mayers or something like that plays for the Raiders at tight end. I can't get it right. I'll probably get it right when I figure it out later. But I have a new tight end that I like a lot, and Austin Hooper as well. So I match fire with fire. I think it just comes down defensively, who can hold. I think the Raiders can go ahead and do that with these nail biters. Chargers, Titans, give me the Chargers over the Titans. Rams, Niners, this is going to be a shootout. Good old Western shootout, that is. Give me the Niners, though. Giants, Cardinals, give me the Giants over the Cardinals. Cowboys, Jets, give me the Cowboys in a I'll say about 14 points. Commanders, Broncos, give me the Commanders with the pass rush. I think Russell Wilson struggles against that. Dolphins, Patriots, and it's a night game. Quietly as it's kept, honestly, I actually like this game out of all of them. Now, this is my new favorite. Well, not my new favorite. I'll watch it. I don't really have an answer for Tyreek Hill, so I think the Dolphins do win this game, but I think the Patriots go down with the fight. They go down hard with the fight. They go 0-2. Panthers, Saints. I think that the Saints win this game. Browns, Steelers. Give me the Browns on Monday night, and that will wrap it up for week 2 NFL. College, I'm going to rattle them off real quick. Thank you for giving me some of your time. Not all of your time. Appreciate that. Play a shit. I like that. All right. First things first, we got Kansas State, Missouri. Kansas State should win that game. Penn State, Illinois. Penn State should win that game. Florida State versus Boston College. Florida State should win that game. Mississippi State versus LSU. Of course, LSU wins. Utah versus Weber State. Utah wins. Notre Dame wins against Central Michigan. Iowa beats Western Michigan. San Diego State versus Oregon State. Of course, Oregon State wins that game. UNC versus Minnesota. I would not be surprised if Minnesota wins this game, and I would sticking with it, Minnesota. Alabama versus South Florida. Alabama wins. South Carolina versus number 1 UGA. I think UGA goes out there and has a field day. Oklahoma, Tulsa. That's an in-state game. I don't think it's a rivalry really because I don't think they consider Tulsa a problem. But I wouldn't be surprised if, Tulsa tries to do something, keep it within short distance, like maybe 20 points to 14. But Oklahoma should win this game. Same thing like over there in Duke versus Northwestern. I think Duke beats Northwestern. Western Kentucky versus Ohio State, blowout. It's a lot of blowouts this week. No really nail-biting games really worth watching. Washington, Michigan State. Real quick, short topic to even dive into that. Michigan State players are probably looking at the transfer portal. So if you're a Michigan State fan, I'm sorry, especially with your coach being suspended or whatever's going on up there. It's a wrap. Michigan State is done. This year they're just done, man. So that transfer portal is about to get real wide. So Colorado about to get some players. Colorado State should win also as well too against. Not Colorado State. Colorado should beat Colorado State as well. Oregon over Hawaii. Of course, Texas over Wyoming. I don't even know why Wyoming scheduled them. Tennessee versus Florida. Come on, upset city. Upset of the week. University of Florida. Them Gators. That's what they're going to do. Georgia Tech versus Ole Miss. Ooh. I don't know. Ole Miss played pretty bad against Tulane. They I don't know, man. And it's not like Georgia Tech is losing games they shouldn't have lost. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it to Ole Miss because they're playing at Ole Miss, but I wouldn't be surprised though. Not at all if Georgia Tech won this game. Would not be surprised. Real quick, rattling off best QB performances where I was wrong, or where I can be wrong, or where I can be right. We'll kind of start that segment, but we can do it. We can do it now. I'll start it, and we'll just revisit this video, and we'll talk about it in the video next week. Real quick, quarterback performance for the NFL. I'm gonna roll with Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud. Of course, Pat Mahomes is gonna. What was I say? Pat Mahomes? No, Pat Mahomes. We'll just. He's gonna do great regardless. Matt Stafford, Brock Purdy, and I gotta give you one more. Salt shaker. I guess you can say Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson for the Browns. He's gonna do pretty good this week. I think those quarterbacks are gonna do good. Defense for the week. Let me see here real quick. Who we got? I know I got the Commanders. I think the Cowboys will do their thing defensively. They've been doing it for the past year and a half. I think the Packers defense does good. Turnover City is probably going to be the Lions. Turnover City is going to be the Lions and the Cowboys and the Rams. I mean, the Niners. The Niners. So that should be it right there on that one. Dropping some polls for my channel and the community. Please comment, please vote, please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. You don't have to do all that, honestly. Tell you the truth, just be you and thanks for watching. I appreciate that. We out.